I'm so thankful for my heritage, and about 70 years ago, my grandparents and great-grandparents went to a church that applied God's timeless truth and the path of holiness in the face of their ever-changing culture in that day very differently than we do today. Had the privilege of challenging the students today with what it might be like to be in a church where people preached that going to bowling alleys was a sinful thing for us to do. We explored why some of that may have been true and what it means for us to apply the teaching of the Apostle Paul in Romans 14. And I love the passion that I saw in chapel today in worship and in response to the message. I just have great hope for the future of the church as God continues to call great young men and women like these who are here today to lead the church.
Today in chapel, it was just a beautiful sense of God's presence as we worshiped the Lord this morning. And Reverend Peter Moore brought the word in Romans 14 and other passages like that. And he was just talking about where culture and our personal convictions meet. Sometimes for the sake of our relationships, we must sacrifice our own personal liberties. And that was one of the big takeaways for me this morning. And it was really challenging for me and also our students as well.
This morning, it was a blessing to be led in worship by the Ecclesia team and to have Reverend Peter Moore here to speak to us. He talked about when our convictions and cultures meet and how God's love gives us guidelines for us to follow, and sometimes they're different than what other people are convicted to in their lives. And he talked about how we have liberty, but on the other side of that, we have legalism, and on the other side of liberty, we have license, and how we need to live in the freedom, but how our liberty is not as important as the relationships that we have with each other. And it was super great this morning and super blessed to have Reverend Peter Moore.